sorry, I had to make a new stream here. Welcome back, guys. Glad you're all here and glad you found the stream because the other one, thanks YouTube, did not work the way I intended. So, anyway, yeah. We'll just wait for some people to filter in because I think there's going to be issues. There we go. Now we got people coming in. The YouTube app sucks. That's what happened to the other live stream, in case you guys were wondering. But yeah, anyway. I would like to welcome you all here and say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the U.S. The rest of the world doesn't celebrate your craziness. We celebrate it at different times. Makes no sense that you have it on a Thursday and then you have to go back to work on a Friday. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So anyway, we are back. I should probably turn that like that. So welcome, Joseph, Demand, Chris, Olivia, Joseph, Orlandian, Ozzy. Probably like that. Is better. Fleet Paw is here. I have no fear. It is illogical. $2. Fears are jerky. Fleet Paw's full of turkey. Hey ho. You just call me a ho? I guess not. You said hey ho. Olivia, $5. Hey, was anyone else wondering why, after more than a year, no one on the planet questioned why one of the new travelers had a green tongue? No, they didn't get out much. I was not expecting a purple Enterprise this episode. I guess you can call it a purple prize. I coined the phrase purple prize. You'll see the video on Saturday and our review that we filmed this morning. Purple prize it is. Hashtag purple prize. But yes, just going to lower this a tad. There you go. Anyway. Yeah, Purple Enterprise was a nice touch. We're back to the interphasic rifts, or the interdimensional rifts, I guess they are. And this was a great episode. Probably, almost entirely likely, the best episode of the season so far. It was really good. So I'm looking forward to talking about it and discussing it with you guys, of course. And it is Thanksgiving, so for $20 super chat, I'll have a shot. I got some Crown Royal apple to celebrate with you guys. There's some left in here. I got some peach as well downstairs, should this one run out. But I should actually put that in. Just 1 second. Really? There we go. Put that right there. Pin message. So Joseph Barbado says, what color is your Enterprise? Normal color. Oh, that's a shame when purple is available. Yeah, seems like a missed opportunity when purple's an option. Kind of a neutral gray. I love the carpet reference as well. Do the carpets match? Um, Olivia, wow, Data sounds just like Dr. Ninian soon. I know, right? Sounds like sloppy peanut butter. What does my dog licking its paw? I'm sorry if that offends you. It's one of the problems with having pugs that like to sleep right behind where the camera is. So I apologize. Not really. They live here, you don't. So anyway, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know some people out there didn't celebrate today. Some people celebrated this last weekend. Other people celebrated this upcoming weekend. But yeah, hope you had a good day, guys. I certainly did. I went out and did a bunch of Christmas shopping today. Because me and Sam got our filming done relatively early, had the rest of the day, so I went and got a bunch of stuff for Sylvia, which is all behind me here, which you can't see because you'll tell her. And yeah, I also filmed another video. Speaking of my personal channel, the video on tomorrow's video might be later in the day because I still have to edit it. So, but you'll see what it is tomorrow. And I filmed it today, so it was going to run kind of late this week. So regardless, you'll probably get a video tomorrow. If not, I'll save it for next week. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But anyway, yes. So Fully Dilated is the name of this episode. Season 5, episode 7. And it's interesting because when I saw the title Fully Dilated, I expected somebody to be pregnant. But no, it's time dilation. Purple prize is neat. Purple Data spoilers. Data's head. Nice, interesting take. I guess there's a more purple hue going on over in that other dimension. Somebody, as me and Sam kind of joked about, somebody should re-edit the one scene from Parallels where all the enterprises show up and have one of them be purple. Just little nod. That'd be cool. No, there's a lot of good stuff in this one. A lot of references to other episodes such as Inner Light, Carbon Creek, Time's Arrow. There was another one too. Quite a few references that I thought were absolutely brilliantly done. Oh yeah, the Voyager episode. I can't remember the title of it now. Is it Eye of the Beholder with the time planet, with the time dilation? Can't recall. Anyway, so yeah, quite a few other Star Trek references, which was awesome. I kind of loved the whole every second is a week deal, so it took them about a minute to get them beamed back up. No, yeah, about a minute to get them beamed back up because they were there for about a year-ish. There were some stupid things done in this episode, though, like Mariner putting out the Eternal Flame. Like, the Eternal Flame was lit. You saw it when you first saw the village when they walked in. It doesn't make sense that she'd do that necessarily. So, there's a bunch of really kind of odd choices that they made, I think. Also, the fact that the crash site of the shuttle had been there for years and nobody found it when it was near this abandoned house seems odd. Just a little odd. Why the Enterprise left? I guess they assumed Data was dead, but I think the Enterprise crew is a little bit better trained, at least in our universe, a little bit better trained than to just leave without fully investigating. So anyway, there are a few things that kind of bothered me, but most importantly, I thought this was the best episode of this season, and having Brett Spiner reprise his role was amazing. So, gotta absolutely love that. Plus the Enterprise. I expected a scene at the end where the Enterprise came back through the rift, and you'd actually get to see like somebody else on the view screen and see the bridge behind them to see whether the bridge had a purple hue to it. And you gotta wonder too, Data was purple hair and purple skin. Now, Boimler would fit right in this universe because he already has purple hair. But that means that the people in that universe have purple skin, at least the humans do, because Data was made to emulate humans, even in appearance, even though his skin is kind of a milky, kind of gold color. Still close enough to humans to not be a problem. And this was a kind of a muted purple that he had. So does that mean that the humans have a little bit of darker purple skin? Things that make you go, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? We've got some videos coming out this weekend, and tomorrow is our edited review in the afternoon, and then at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our full, complete breakdown and review of this episode, and you guys should go watch it. I have spoken. Anyway. Orlandian Productions. So I wonder if the Enterprise is from their universe 2360s, something or from the current day of 2382. Yeah, Sam and I discussed that a bit. It could be that there is also a time issue going on between the two dimensions, universes, because Data makes a point of saying, I've been only ahead before. Now, and he also mentions building whatever it was in the 19th century. So it's after the events of Time Zero. But it could be that the Enterprise D in their universe just didn't get destroyed and they're still serving aboard it. Or it could be that there's a time issue going on. So there's like later in the TNG kind of like season 6 or 7 kind of thing going on. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about, though. It would have been cool if the Enterprise in this episode was the Enterprise E, and if you know, you know what I'm talking about. Because, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Oh my God. YouTube and playing playlists randomly is sketchy at best. Just for the record. Yeah, it would have been cool if it was the Enterprise E that they said, because, and have it still be a Galaxy class, because when they were going to film First Contact and they had just destroyed the Enterprise in Generations, they weren't sure if they were going to use a Galaxy class, so they actually changed the registry on the filming model to be NCC 1701E on the Galaxy class model. That would have been a nice reference to kind of show some of the differences than just the purpleness of this universe. I think that would have been cool. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Olivia says, do you think the wormholes will be an issue this season, or is it just making fun of the serialized Star Trek shows? But they're not wormholes, they're interdimensional fissures. And yes, they will be a thing. They were in the first episode. They were mentioned in episode 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, and then 5 and 6 talked about, well, we've had Boimler with that pad, so it's an ongoing thing about the dimensions. And they even say in episode 3, I believe, A Farewell to Farms, that episode with the Klingons, that somebody is artificially manufacturing these fissures for some reason. So yes, the fissures are an absolute big deal. They're the season arc of this season, much like the ships disappearing was last season's big overarching arc. So yeah, somebody's creating them artificially. Don't know why, but it'll be interesting to find out. So yes, that is a big deal, and they're not wormholes. Shanna Sullivan, I thought Thanksgiving was 6 weeks ago. It was, but a lot of my viewers are Americans, so happy Thanksgiving to them. Fleetpaw, I will not tell Sylvia. Like, that's a damn lie. Well, why would you tell me it's a lie? And why would you tell her what I got her for Christmas? Joseph Barbado, only 3 more episodes left. That's true. That is sad. Fleetpaw says, Eye of the Beholder. Yes. Thought so. Thank you. Rutherford has a beard. Yeah. He's not emulating his other dimensional self either, because that was Rutherford, who was mainly all cybernetic. So I think he's just taking a page out of Boimler's book. And I love it because I've got a lot of compliments on my beard. You must have too. And Boimler's like, no, not really. It's funny that Rutherford's growing a better beard already, because that's just how some people are genetically able to grow a beard. I can't. It gets very patchy. It gets like Boimler's. It would take forever for me to grow a full beard. And some people can shave in the morning and have 5 o'clock shadow and then like a full beard in 2 days. So relate to Boimler on that level. Terrence Childs, happy Thanksgiving to you, Captain Foley. Thank you, but I'm Canadian, so my Thanksgiving was last month. But like I just said, a lot of my viewers are Americans. So speaking of, guys, I would like to be thankful for you guys, because I am thankful for you guys. I'd also be thankful to get more likes. We have 10 likes right now with 22 people here. Hit the like button if you're just joining me. I apologize about the other link for this video because the YouTube app is stupid. And when I started it, it had a little bit of a hissy fit and decided not to work. So I had to make a new one. So I apologize if you were waiting in the other one and had to come here. I saw there were a few comments in the other one, but I really didn't get a chance to read them. So if you did leave a message, reiterate it here and just make sure you hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Sean O'Sullivan. Thing that bothers me is they didn't use another transporter room or operate it by voice command. Yes, me and Sam also bring that point up. It would have been super easy to run to another transporter room. Could be that it was because they just beamed them down. They already had a lock on them and they didn't want to lose the lock necessarily. But yes, it would have taken a couple of minutes to run to another transporter room and use that. That would have been kind of funny, actually. Or voice commands don't really work with the transporter. I mean, in the transporter room, I guess. You got to do the slidey thing. It was funny. It was a minute of their day. A minute of like them cleaning off the console and stuff. It just happened to be a year for the people on the planet. So it's fine. It was funny though. It was good idea. Good concept. No food in the transporter room. Joseph Barbado. So in the Lower Decks timeline, the proper Enterprise of the time would be the E, right? So in the Purple universe, the events of Generations might have happened differently. Yeah, or not at all. Could be a lot of different changes there, right? So this one seems to be cropping up quite a bit. So keep an eye on it. If it keeps going, let me know. Soft Dreams makes me think or purple onion people, just like Cabbage Patch Kids or pod people. Okay, yeah, see, this is doing the thing. This is not cool. Refresh. Orion Landian Productions. Imagine if the Purple Universe Boimler has his hair dyed a different color. Yeah, like orange. Captain Corky, Brent Spiner, and all the references to other episodes was cool. Yeah, I loved all the references to other episodes. Sam found it kind of annoying, and I don't understand his rationale for that. Said after a while it got a little annoying. I thought it was fun, honestly. It was fun. Too much fun. Orion Landian Productions. I will stand by the fact that they are saving the E for the final episode. Sure, that'd be cool. Fleetpaw. Whereas I grow a decent looking beard in about 2 weeks. Yeah, it would take me longer than that. Sean O'Sullivan, be not afraid unto this stream I have made. Fleetpaw says, hey, that's my line. Ozzy says, congratulations on the pug winning the Best of Dog show. They're now new #1. Yeah, a pug won Best in Show at the Westminster Dog thing. I don't know, some kind of big dog event. And a pug won Best in Show. Best of Show. My pugs are stupid and would never win anything. Except for maybe cutest dogs, because they are pretty cute. And I'm sorry for the snoring. But you should be used to that by now. If you're new here, I apologize. 26 people here and only 16 likes. Guys, hit the like button. Super chat if you're able to. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I do have some alcohol, and I will take a shot for super chats. So read the pinned post. And yeah, I'll celebrate Thanksgiving with you guys, even though it's not Thanksgiving here. And then Orion Landon. I want to say, I like Orlandian better, but anyway. And I have a prediction that at some point in the last 3 episodes, we will see a parallels type scene, but with a whole bunch of Starfleet ships from different universes instead of just the Enterprise. Yeah, or a whole bunch of California classes. A whole bunch of Cerritos. Cerriti? Is it Cerriti? Would that be the plural? Or is it Cerritos? I don't know. Eric Martin, goof evening, Captain. What's Cap drinking tonight? I have some Apple Crown Royal to finish off. I've probably got about 2 or 3 shots in there. And I'm also drinking some of this, which we picked up when we were in the States. Sylvia and I went to the States on Tuesday and to Michigan, to Port Huron, and I picked up some of this Town Club stuff, which I get every time. This is the apple stuff. I got apple, grape, and the cherry because I love it. Can only buy it. It's a Michigan thing. So the carpet is purple. I mean, it might be, but I mean, the Enterprise D's from our universe doesn't have gray carpet. It's got beige and like gray. There are some gray highlights, and then also the burgundy or the red. So I doubt it's got purple carpet. Joseph Barbado, 3 more Lower Decks episodes. Section 31 in January, and then Strange New Worlds. Yeah, Strange New Worlds will probably be in March, would be my guess. But yeah, Section 31's in January. Yay! Strange New Worlds, everyone. I mean, Section 31. Strange New Worlds is good. Hold on. Strange New Worlds is good. I'm excited for that. Section 31 in January, not so much. I'm really not looking forward to talking about that. Glad it's only a movie and not a series, though. So we have that going for it. Robert Hoffman, happy belated Canadian Thanksgiving. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, it was back in October, so. Fleetpaw, Sam just needs to assimilate an amusement park or something. He's like the Borg. They don't know fun. Sean O'Sullivan, be not trepidatious. I am here in your spaces. You're stretching for a rhyme there, but. Terrence Childs, please, let's not turn this into a Drunkyards episode. What's wrong with Drunkyards? I know you're all opposed to drinking, Terrence. I don't know why. If you're a recovering alcoholic or something, I understand in that case, but I can make my own choices. Thank you very much. So please stop harping on about me drinking when I feel like drinking. Thank you. Sean O'Sullivan, do not worry about your fitness. I am here as your witness. That's a good one. Do not have anxiety. I am joining your society. Really? Be not unsure of my attendance. I am showing you my presence. Sean O'Sullivan, keep hitting that like button. Get Stuart to 69. I can get to 69 without you guys, but yes, if you can get 69 likes, that'd be awesome. Eric Martin, what are you buying for Black Friday? I'm looking at flyers. I'm drowning in flyers. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. There's no need to go out and buy things for Black Friday if I don't already need them. There's nothing that I really need. So probably nothing. As it is with Sylvia working for Best Buy Corporate here in Canada, she gets her employee discount, which is better than most of the sales that we can get elsewhere. And if the things do go on sale, she still gets a discount on top of that. So in most cases, so yeah, I don't need to buy anything electronics wise from Black Friday. There's nothing else that I would really want necessarily. So nothing, probably nothing. Anyway. Captain Corky, I was really hoping they would develop Tindy and Rutherford's relationship, but with 3 episodes to go, I doubt they will. I kind of like them just being friends, if I'm honest. They kind of did a relationship thing, was it last season or the season before? And it kind of ruined their dynamic, and then they became friends again, and then they were crawling on each other in the Jeffries tube, and it wasn't awkward anymore. So I have no problem with them being friends. I don't need to see their relationship between the two of them. I did appreciate the fact there was more T'Lyn in this episode, like any T'Lyn, and this had a pretty big T'Lyn story, so that's good. I really appreciated that. Schnell, the little creepy, suspicious lurker guy, when he first showed up, I swore to God, the first time I watched it, I thought he's a Ferengi that's also in disguise to find what's been left on the planet. Turns out I was wrong, and Sylvia made a funny observation. She said, "Wow, Snell really sounds like Skeletor with the." Okay, you can't be comfortable like that because you're breathing funny. But yes, Snell definitely sounded like Skeletor, and I thought he was a Ferengi for sure. That was also altered physically to blend in with the populace and try to find what was going on. I thought that would have been a great idea. Didn't pan out, and that's fine. Snell was just a sniveling, whatever. I loved when we did the reveal of the head, just one of the giant grapes with a face drawn on it to kind of discredit him. I thought that was great as well. And I love the look on Mariner's face when the grape fell on the ground. She was like, "Yeah, that's my team. They know what's up." So yeah, that was good. That was good. Discredit him right away. Although Tandy probably would have looked pregnant with Data's head under her robe, but yeah, it's okay. It all works out. Oh my God, stop snoring. The life of a pug owner. Shannon Sullivan, I have to buy Christmas stuff anyways. Might as well buy it on discount. Go for it. Fleet Paw, I'll probably need new clothes by Christmas if I keep dropping weight at the rate I am. Nice. Well, congratulations. I wish I could drop some weight. Sean O'Sullivan, be not worried about having an audience. I am here to vlog this. That was bad. Just stop, Sean, please. LOL. Yes, I will reiterate that. Ozzy says, hashtag long live pugs nosing. Eric Martin, Fleet Paw, think of a rhyme with airlock in it. If you mock, we airlock. Welcome to Trekyards, everybody. That was bad too. Broken Speaker says, greetings, Captain. Sorry I've not been around for a while. That's okay. I'm glad you're back. Hope everything is well. And yeah, hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, like I said. But getting back to the episode, I liked Mariner trying to have an inner light moment and becoming friends with the inmates. And 2 of us are murderers. I don't want to hear that. Stop talking. That was good. Um, what else was I going to... I had something? Oh, I just had something. What was it? Um, I think one of the other things that bothered me a little bit was they were there for a year, pretty much, right? And yes, Tendi was doing her own thing, trying to keep what she was doing from Tallinn because of the promotion thing. But you have to go downstairs and eat. You have to socialize with the other people in the months and year that you were there. So it seemed very truncated and very isolated. Like there was one point where Tallinn said you spent 20 days in solitude, essentially. So there was a lot more days than that they were there. They must have gone and done something together. I wish we would have seen some of that. But honestly, I don't think there was enough time for that kind of stuff. It worked well. I liked the premise. I thought including Brent Spiner, bringing Data back was a fantastic idea. Watch our content this weekend. We got some good observations about things that I think you'll appreciate. So a review tomorrow, our episode on Saturday, and our Sunday episode as well. Check those out and let us know your thoughts. Comment on those if you can. So we want to hear from you. Terrence Child says, "Nice shirt, Captain. Thank you." You know what it says? It says, "Live long and prosper my ass." Ozzy says, you can't fix his Trekyards cam. I don't know what you mean by that. Feetpaw, if Sean doesn't stop spamming in rhymes to the airlock, he will arrive. Feetpaw, I expect better from you. Eric Martin, it's good that both bridges at Port Huron are now open. Yes. Phoenix Gundam. Yellow Alls, and while I like this episode, the Quantum Fissure arc feels like an incredibly slow burn now. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's a slow burn. They haven't mentioned the fissures for 2 episodes now, although they have talked about Freeman being stationed or in charge of Starbase 80. And then, of course, Boimler's ongoing arc is trying to be like his other self. So I like that this one went back to the fissure thing, and then including the Enterprise in that was awesome. I really, like I said at the beginning of this live, I really would have liked and appreciated if at the end to return Data, the Enterprise came through, and I didn't necessarily need to see anybody on the view screen or anything like that. They could have just sent a shuttle over or something, or beamed Data's head over. I think that would have been better actually, to beam him over and have a farewell in the transporter room, which they were still cleaning up or something. But I would have loved to see the Enterprise come back. That being said, it also would have been very cool to see somebody like Jonathan Frakes as Commander William Riker on the Enterprise on the view screen and get an answer to the question of the carpet. Did the carpet match the new Enterprise or the Purple Prize? It would have been cool to see. Not needed, but I figured that's where it was going to go eventually. Although that last shot of them firing the torpedo, like at the end of Star Trek 2, was fine. And Mariner and her soap flute. Yummy. I don't know. Sean O'Sullivan, don't be nervous. I am here at your service. Broken Speaker, I like the episode. I am really going to miss this show. Yeah, absolutely. Terrence Childs, quick question for you, Captain. Does your shirt say "Live long and prosper my ass"? Yes, it does. It is from a movie called Unbelievable. Got this shirt in Vegas in 2013 when the people that were working on the movie were there. They gave me and Sylvia each one of these shirts. It says "Live long and prosper my ass," because that was one of the the main lines in the trailer for their movie. Now the movie stars Snoop Dogg and about 30 Star Trek actors. You got everybody in it. So check it out if you've never seen the movie Unbelievable. It's got a puppet Captain Kirk as well, because Shatner did not agree to be in it. So instead, they kind of made fun of his character by having a puppet play him. It's like a marionette, and it's just like Captain Kirk. But you got Tim Russ, you've got Chase Masterson, Connor Trenier. There's a whole whack load. There's about 30 Star Trek actors in this thing, all in little bit parts. And check it out. It's a funny movie. Back when we got these shirts, they hadn't finished it yet, but yeah, they gave us shirts for free because Sylvie and I got married in Vegas that year as well, and that was their wedding gift to us. So great guys that worked on it. So check it out. Unbelievable. If you're just hearing about it, let me know. If you've seen it, let me know. But it's basically about Earth gets invaded by aliens that are basically plants. And of course, Snoop Dogg is a general in the military. And, well, when the aliens are weeds, who better to have on your team and in charge than Snoop Dogg? You draw the connections there. I don't know. Funny movie though. Haven't seen it in a long time, but it's a good parody movie. Check it out. Jason Paris says, "Are you interested in new fan home starships?" I am. I haven't ordered any, and you know, they haven't sponsored us like Eaglemoss did, because Eaglemoss used to send all of the ships to me that I reviewed. Of course I'm interested if I can get more starships, absolutely. But no, I haven't ordered any, so maybe I'll get them eventually. I don't know. Ozzy, what happened to tacos on Thursday? Well, it's Taco Tuesday generally. But yeah, Phoenix Gundam, they just made Celine magic by knowing so much on their agriculture. She's a scientist. She figured it out. They didn't make her magic at all. Sean O'Sullivan, when are you joining Blue Sky? The Trekyardians is complete, and all the creators are on there now. I've been on Blue Sky for a little while now. I have not yet created a Trekyards account though, because that's just a hassle. I'll get to it. I should have done it when I made my own account, but okay. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. Something crazy, I know. Turn that on, turn that off. But yes, I'm on Blue Sky. Captain Foley, look me up, add me. Broken Speaker, I thought we were going to see Taquito Night. That was a letdown. Didn't need to see it in my opinion, but it wasn't really a letdown for me. It was fine. Eric Martin, yeah, more Trekyards in the weekend if I get snowed in. I mean, they say, we're going to get dumping of snow this weekend. It could be up to like 100 centimeters or some shit. But I think that's just for more northern parts of Ontario, because I've checked our weather forecast here, and it doesn't look like it's going to be any snow until like Monday or Tuesday, if you look at the weather app. And even then, it's not very much. So I'm not too worried about it, if I'm honest. If we do, we do. If we don't, that's even better. We had a very mild winter last year. Apparently the rumor is that this winter is not going to be mild at all. So we'll just have a brutal winter, which will suck, but welcome to Canada, man. Remember the snowpocalypse that hit like, Jesus Christ. I don't want to say 20 years ago, but it was 20-ish years ago. London just got dumped on a huge shit ton of snow. That was a long time ago, man. Oof. Anyway. Grant McGregor, Captain, a torpedo is coming from the fissure. Ray Shields, donk. Eric Floresca. It's kind of sad that they are ending the series on this arc. Won't feel like a proper ending, which can be both good and bad. Just depends on how you feel about it. Well, they didn't know that they were being canceled until these were all written. Apparently, there is a good send-off for everybody in the final episode because they had enough time to shift things a little bit. So I'm not too concerned about that. I like this arc. I like the idea of a multiverse and other universes with alternates of all our people, because it opens up the door for a lot of cameos and a lot of really good legacy characters to come back. As we know, Ensign Kim will. And what's the purpose behind it? Who's opening these fissures? My theory is it's one of the Kims that's trying to see if there's another universe where he's more than just an ensign. Because one of them says, "Hey, this guy made a lieutenant." Like one of them is a lieutenant at least. Unless it's a piece of corn, that'd be fucking funny. So yeah, in the trailer, it's like one of these Kims is actually a lieutenant. It'd be funny if it was just like the corn, piece of whole corn. That'd be funny. Come on now, that'd be funny. But anyway, yeah, I like the arc, honestly, and I hope the send-off is good. Hope it's a good conclusion. Ozzy, they use a torpedo coffee for Data. A torpedo coffee? Oh, coffin, I think you mean. Yeah. Joseph Barbado, by the way, where the hell did that torpedo shoot out from? The nacelle? We'll take a look at that, don't worry. We'll discuss that. I mean, torpedoes being fired out of nacelles isn't new. I mean, Discovery did it. That's so aggravating. We've also had, before they remastered it, one of the episodes of TNG had a phaser firing from the torpedo launcher on the front of the Enterprise D on the neck. So they did fix it, though, when they did the remastered. Mistakes happen. I don't know how something like that egregious can happen, but it does happen. So look, my brain is trying to comprehend it right now. And yeah, I'm not dead, which is good. Broken Speaker. Have they confirmed what year the show is occurring in? I can't remember ever hearing. Yeah, it's like 2382 or 2383, something like that. It's a few years after TNG, or I think it's a few years after Nemesis even, and it's quite a bit before Picard, so it's kind of nestled in that area. And you're going to bring up, well, then why was the Enterprise D not destroyed? It's a different universe, man. Anything can happen. The events of Generations happen differently or didn't happen at all. Yes, it's definitely after Time Zero. Well, we would assume, because Data did mention being just ahead before, and also the fact that he was trying to build whatever it was in the 19th century. So at least that happened, or something similar enough that, so who knows? And maybe it's a time issue as well. Maybe not all of the parallel universes are synced up timeline-wise. Like, that's totally a possibility when you're talking about fissures like that, one would assume. So, yeah. Grant McGregor wasn't a flute as it was more of a recorder. Yeah, absolutely. Terrence Childs, play Captain Foley. Have you ever had a bubble tea? It's delicious. I've never had a full bubble tea. I've tried bubble tea, but it's kind of disgusting. I don't like swallowing chunks of anything when I'm drinking something. So, no, not a fan. Not a fan. Sean O'Sullivan, Purple D could have sent Worf over and made some gag about him not knowing where he finished in the Batleth tournament. Yeah. Phoenix Gundam, well, will you do an hour-long analysis of the alternate Enterprise D's purpleness? Won't be an hour long, but maybe we'll talk about it. You'll have to wait and see. Joseph Barbado. I've never heard of this unbelievable movie. I'll have to look it up. I don't know where you can watch it, but yes, do look it up. It's on IMDb, I'm sure. It's just called Unbelievable. So it's by Archangel Studios. The back of my shirt has the Archangel Studios logo. So Sean O'Sullivan, or Archangel Films. Sorry. Sean O'Sullivan, I heard a fan theory that Harry Kim is the big bad, and the fact we haven't had the Kim episode yet leads me to believe it. Maybe some arc with Boimler about chasing promotions across alternate universes. Yeah, that's the theory that I had when we saw the trailer. It's like, wouldn't it be cool if it was Harry Kim that was deliberately making these, or a Harry Kim from another reality making these to get a promotion, or find another Harry Kim that has been promoted. Yeah, that'd be freaking hilarious. Sean Sullivan, guys who own the plows are losing money. There's no business like snow business, I hear. Sean, I remember the big freeze of 2010. We had it here, and yikes, yes, it was well over a decade ago. Eric Martin, I think that was December 2010, London Snowmageddon. Yeah, that sounds about right. So 24 years ago. Yeah, that would be accurate for where I was living. I was in London, but I was on Edna Street, and I was not with Sylvia yet. I hadn't met Sylvia. I was with Kristen. Anyway. Grant McGregor, do you think the cannibals from that dimension are called Purple People Eaters? Oh my God. Yes, absolutely, 100%. They absolutely are. Sean O'Sullivan, in the days of analog shots, where they physically had to carry your tapes around and check shots, things got lost in the wash and continuity errors happened. Orion Landian Productions. Memory Alpha states that season 5 takes place during 2382. So there you go. The episode where the Enterprise D shot a phaser on the torpedo launcher was Darmok. Listen to him go. We should just have a show with Fleetpaw. Fleetpaw, you should come on and do your own show. He did join us for a live when he was here, to be fair. Wasn't impressed by the Ready Room at all, but we're not going to get into that again. Anyway, he knows all the things. I just think he's Googling it, is what I think. He's just Googling it while he's watching. And that's fair. That's fine. That's good. We need moderators like you. Fleetpaw's the best moderator we have, actually. Drops links in to different videos, to different channels when we mention them. Looks up facts for us. Does really good crowd control. He alleviates all of our fear. Fleetpaw's great. Other mods don't do as much or anything. And yeah, Fleetpaw's good people. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Lower Decks takes place between 2381 and 2382. Broken Speaker, Purple Enterprise is obviously an alternate universe. Generations may have never happened, and the Purple D is legit. Yep. Sean Sullivan, you'd like Red Dwarf. Every season is a little different, so the fan theory is that each season is a slightly different parallel universe. Yeah, I know I'd like Red Dwarf. I've seen Red Dwarf, so yes. That's a good theory, too. Kind of like each season is like an anthology. It's similar, but different. And I'm fine with that. There doesn't need to be an explanation for something like that necessarily. In Star Trek, maybe, but not in something like Red Dwarf. So, yeah, I like Red Dwarf. If you don't know what a smeghead is, chances are you are one. So, keep that in mind. Phoenix Gundam, good lord, if it wasn't for Lower Decks, there would have been a second Lost era between Nemesis and Picard. Exactly, yeah. It's not that big of a gap, so who gives a shit? It's not same kind of distance of like 80 years, but Fleet Power Voyager was also very notorious for having torpedoes fire from places where there were no launchers, and phasers from places where there were no phasers. Farm Kid 230. How does Mariner know so many intricate details about references to previous series and episodes? She may read mission logs, but there's no way she would know about Carbon Creek. There's no record of it. She's like the Deadpool of her universe. I don't have a problem with her knowing it. It makes it interesting. It makes it interesting. She even knows about like she's a history buff, first of all. So, and yes, Carbon Creek, no record of. I mean, they could have. Haven't seen Carbon Creek in a while, but could be that the Vulcans figured out what had happened, or I don't know. I don't really care. I think it was funny. But yeah, she's kind of like breaking the fourth wall a bit sometimes, and I have no problem with that. I like that. Definitely the Deadpool of her show. Fleet Power, wait a minute. 2010 was 14 years ago, not 24 years ago. You're right. But I've known Sylvia longer, so it wasn't 2010. Sorry, my brain, the math is no work. My dyslexia kicks my ass sometimes. So yeah, it wasn't 14 years ago. It wasn't 2010 that had the Snowmageddon here in London. It was before that. I'm just trying to think now, because I met Sylvia 2011, I think, 2011, 2012, and then might have been before that. I don't know when I met her. I'm gonna have to talk to her, but I don't remember. But I know where I was living when Snowmageddon hit, and I know who I was living with. So, and that was quite a long time ago. So, anyway. Grant McGregor, I'm worried Cap was replaced by an alt dimension Foley. He understood all of my jokes so far. Well, you're calling me Foley, so. Fleet Pod did a live, and there's the link to the Fleet Pod live. So you can see what Fleet Pod looks like. Although he looks skinnier now, apparently, which is good. I thought it was bad before. I'm just glad that you're losing weight and you're happy that you're losing weight. Insert foot fully into mouth. Trekyard is here. Grant McGregor, I say this episode is a flawed gem. Spiner's performance as Data felt at his weakest. Data in TNG felt like comedic timing. Did have comedic timing, how he said things and paused on his words. Note, there was no head tilt. It's hard to tell when you don't have a neck. I said the same thing. His performance felt a little off because there was no facial expressions or pauses like he normally does. It felt like he just walked into the recording booth and recorded it. He didn't really come across as Data to me, but Phoenix Gundam, it would be funny if at the finale it would be revealed that Mariner went back into the fissures and ended up meeting most of Trek's most important events. Tells her past self, and that's how she knows. Perfect. Donnie is here. Fattier says time-traveling historians are a thing. Joseph Barbato, Prodigy runs right up to the beginning of Picard. How much time is there before the start of Prodigy to the end of Lower Decks? I don't know. A few years, probably. Sean O'Sullivan, do you think the Purple Universe has a purple monkey dishwasher? I sure hope they get Skimmer for that purple monkey dishwasher remark. Grant McGregor. Vikings first discovered America before Columbus. Yes. Donnie just watched Lord X on the CTV Sci-Fi channel. Nice. Sean says, didn't they leave one of the Vulcans there in Carbon Creek? They could have exhumed him. Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. They could have uncovered evidence of it, pieced it together, and she's a history buff. She might have read it. I don't know. Doesn't bother me that much, to be honest. Grant McGregor. So they could have put in the history books that by then that Carbon Creek was the first contact with the Vulcans. Possibly. Fleet T'Pol did say the events of Carbon Creek were well documented at the Vulcan High Command and the Vulcan Science Academy. Perfect. Fleet saving the day. Not just relieving fear, but answering questions and doing his job. He's kind of awesome. Donnie says, I was glad Spines returned as Data again. Grant McGregor, what is the color of the Klingon's blood in the purple dimension? I don't know. What's the color of an Andorian with a purple hue? What's the color of an Orion with a purple hue? I don't know. I don't know the answer, sir. I wish I did. 29 likes and 30 people here. Hit the like button if you're just joining us or haven't hit it yet. I'd like to get those likes up a little bit higher if possible. Sean O'Sullivan, that reference from them coming up the north was a reference to the Skag episode of Enterprise, I think. Them being from the north is from every fucking thing. Everything. Every time it's like, where are you from? Whatever province from the north or from the southern region. It's usually the north, though. So it was just referencing a lot of different episodes, if I'm honest. And that was kind of great. I got a laugh out of that. We're from the north. I believe project took place in 2384. Nope, 2383. I was a year off. Well, there you go. Which, yeah, it's right after the events of Lower Decks then, apparently. Sean O'Sullivan, found you on Blue Sky, but you're down as Captain, not Stuart Foley, so I couldn't find you. That's what I said. I said I'm Captain Foley. I didn't say look up Stuart Foley. I said look up Captain Foley. Why would I be anything else? Glad you found me. I'll make a Trekyards account soon. Trek or not, the Vulcans probably didn't want to share their history of watching Earth pre-warp or the extent of it. They are potentially the cause of UFOs. Yeah. Sean O'Sullivan, as they say in Doctor Who, lots of planets have a north. I mean, yes. I need a drink. Sorry. But as I've said about this episode, I think it's probably the best of this season. It might tie with... See, I don't remember what I rated everything. It'll be interesting to see the scores tomorrow because Sam also thought that this is the best of the season. So, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's just nostalgia. It's just member berries. They brought Data in, so of course you guys are going to like it. But yeah. And what's wrong with that? I don't know. Wait, so what is Blue Sky? It's like a Twitter replacement? It's the new Twitter, essentially. Yeah, it's a Twitter replacement, exactly. Because Twitter is always going to be Twitter. It's never X, so whatever. Regardless, anyway, Blue Sky was developed... It's a social media app that's developed by the same people, the exact same people that did Twitter. It's the exact same setup, but it's got anti-bullying things in effect. It's got all the stuff that Twitter doesn't have anymore. So you can't be bullied. You can't, you know, no hate speech and shit like that, which Twitter's all about now these days. So yeah, Blue Sky, check it out. It's like a little butterfly on the icon. But yeah, it's basically the new Twitter because Twitter is just a cesspool. So stop licking your paw. It's weird. Lola. Stop. Phoenix Gundam. I did wonder if those aliens were possibly related to Andorians. Their horns do look a lot like antenna. Yes. They look as one of our admins over on the Facebook group said, they reminded him of sea monkeys. If you remember the old sea monkey ads from the comics, they kind of have that look to them, even the coloration. So, which I thought was kind of funny. For your information, since attacking Mars was 2385. Perfect. Joseph says, oh shoot, okay, I'm signing up now. Eric Martin, I hear there is a Watson series on CBS next year. Oh, really? Interesting. Fleet Power. Oh, yeah. Sean O'Sullivan, most of the Trek creatives are on Blue Sky now. Even today, I shot Mike McMahon a message asking about the spare transporter rooms, and he responded. Firestorm says, are you going to make comm badges again? Possibly at some point. We need a better way to distribute them. We did do special like Indiegogo stuff for them, and then we handed a few out to like creators like Johnny's and Doug Drexler and stuff like that. We don't have a way to sell them, and we can get that sorted. Maybe we will. We have acrylic ones, we've had resin ones, we've had a few different ones over the years. Not everybody, people sometimes ask for them, but when we had them, I don't know, we got to figure that out. But yes, we can definitely make more. Got one right up there. This is one of the first batch, the resin ones, which are beautiful, by the way. But yeah, resin cast, hand painted, and really nice. And we got some acrylic ones and stuff like that. And Fleet Pot could probably vouch for that because he was here and did see my wall of down in the basement of all the comm badges. But oh, maybe he didn't because he didn't look around at all. But yeah. Trekker not eBay, no seller fees anymore. Maybe. I didn't know that they didn't have seller fees anymore. I didn't really think that was like a retail space. Like I would think Etsy before I thought eBay for something like that. Classic for real, $2. Just want to give $2. Yes. Thank you, Classic for real. Much appreciated. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. Hit like, everybody. We have 32 people watching and 31 likes. Make sure you hit the like button. But thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I would like to make comm badges again, absolutely, but we need to find a way to distribute them. I mean, we could do an Etsy store and all that shit, but I don't know. If we get enough interest in them, I guess. People haven't asked about them for a while, so I don't know. I don't know. Because it's an investment to make them, obviously. There was, we were looking into getting metal ones made as well, and had like a development kind of going on that, but then never, because it was a big investment to get those made, and we just couldn't afford it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If you see me at conventions and stuff, I might have one or two on me. So ask, because I think I have a few left. But I'm kind of selective with who I give them to. And I do tend to give them away. So, Fleet Pod, did you get one? I'm not sure if I gave you one or not. Eric, anybody out there get one from me? Because I know I've given quite a few away. So, I did see the Wall of Combat as I commented about. Did you? I wasn't listening. How's that feel? Sean O'Sullivan, pop quiz, hot shot. Which future DS9 actor plays a French-speaking card player in Time Zero? Oh, that's a Mark Alamo. Gold cut. Classic for real. Thanks, Stuart. No problem, Classic. Stay classic, my friend. Trek or not, on eBay you can create an official Trekyards store. Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. I haven't been on eBay for quite a while. If I do pop on, it's just to look for one or two things that I've been looking for. And if I don't see anything, I'm out. I haven't used eBay in a long time. Grant McGregor, also Lower Decks, is close to the point where season 1 of Prodigy ends. Wished we got a season to explain what happened to the Cali classes, and if they were active, they would become the main fleet. Fleetpaw said, I like the TMP Trekyards one and the Wrath of Khan Trekyards one the best. Yeah, but I mean, I've shown that one a few times, so you could have seen that anywhere. Tell us one that no one knows is up there, Fleetpaw. If I was you, personally, I would have been taking pictures. Because then you could like say little inside things during the lives, like, what about this or what about that? And you know, but you didn't take any pictures, and that's fine. Trekyardians says supply and demand, my man. Take an order and make to order. Maybe that's a hassle. And when you do resin ones, you need to crank out a good amount to make it worth it. So it's tough. I might just make some batches and have them available and go from there, and not advertise them until we've got a good amount. I don't know. Firestorm, I can't remember if you said or not that you were a masseuse. Well, I'd love to have one. Let me know how to do that. Okay. If we ever make more, which I'm sure we will of course announce that and talk about that. And am I a masseuse? No, 100% no. My brother, my oldest brother Steve, he is a registered massage therapist. And he owns Foley's Massage Clinic in Kitchener, Ontario. But I am not, no. I mean, I am to Sylvia, but I'm not a professional, so no. Fleetpaw, why not work with fan home folks to make a limited batch to see how well they sell? No, I wanted one, but I didn't ask about grabbing one. You dumbass. There's a few things I should have given you when you were here. I just didn't think about it. Next time you come, I'll have some stuff for you, so you can walk away with a nice swag bag of Trekyard stuff. But we don't have the stuff like we used to. We used to have like fucking everything. Pins, magnets, coasters, badges, keychains. And a lot of them I take to conventions and stuff and hand out, or they're part of the perks package for if we do an Indiegogo or whatever, and then they're all gone. So there's a lot of stuff that we've had made over the years that we don't have anymore, but we can still get like stickers and stuff like that. Like, who would want a sticker? I don't know. Okay, stop snoring. I hear cat snoring. It's not a cat. It's two pugs and a chihuahua, and only the pugs are snoring. What keeps vibrating or farting on the desk? Okay, the farting thing's not funny. I really... Are you farting? No, I'm not. I got fucking dogs, pugs, and of course, as you know, pugs are brachycephalic. They have short snouts and snore. So, obviously you're new here. The farting thing's not funny. Never has been, never will be. And so yeah, it's my pugs. Olivia, $2. Puggy snores, yes. Eric Martin Fleetpaw, he doesn't think much of you as a house guest, LOL. Maddie Lynn, hey Maddie. Trek or not, there's companies that will make batches of pins for you, metal or rubber. Yeah, I know, 100%. We've done that before. Firestorm, I still have the Bird of Prey signed by both the actor of More Talk and Patrick Stewart that you guys host through a fundraiser. The Bird of Prey signed by both the actor and the Enterprise D signed by Patrick Stewart. Gotcha. Fleetpaw, I honestly don't remember. I wanted to say there was a Star Wars themed one that wasn't Mandalorian themed. No, I've got a Mandalorian themed Trekyards badge. Orville one as well. I don't think I have another Star Wars themed one. I'm just busting your balls, Fleetpaw. Your brother teaches karate. Nice. He does. Yeah, Steve, he's a 4th degree black belt in Batokakai. My dad is as well. And yeah, he has his own Foley's family karate as well. So, yes. Creepy that you're stalking him, but... Firestorm. Oh, I didn't know you had dogs. My apology. I have a Boston Terrier that does the same thing. I just got into the stream. Yeah, here, I'll show you. I got 2 pugs and a chihuahua. That is Lola, the one that's currently snoring. That's Dot. She's an elderly chihuahua. And that over there is Precious. This one's the youngest. This one's the oldest. And that one's the middle child. And I get so sick of who's farting, those comments. They just piss me off. So I apologize for snapping, but yeah, I'm sitting here farting. That's all I'm doing, is being flatulent all the time. Absolutely, 100%. It's maddening to hear that. Olivia, did you get a haircut? Yeah, I got a haircut like 2 days ago. Classic for real, $2. I'm jealous of Olivia giving $2 over pugs, so here. We're gonna have a super chat war. Snipe war, go. Grant McGregor, I realized that on the convention circuit you can have Tendi and Data skits. I can see Data try to motivate Tendi with a sarcasm mode that would make Brent Spiner ham it up for the fans. Brent Spiner doesn't need to ham up anything anymore. He frustrates me. Look, I like the guy. I've had some good interactions with him. But he's never fucking serious. He tries so hard. He's a try hard to be funny. And it gets fucking annoying. He needs to just be calm and serious for 5 minutes and actually answer a question. But no, everything gets turned into a fucking joke with him, and it annoys the shit out of me. It's great to hear Jerry Goldsmith's motion picture theme tune used again as well. Yes. Olivia throws in $5. I'm jealous of Classic for real super chatting, so upped my amount to 5. You guys are awesome. Fleetpaw, sorry, I'm usually better at catching those, but I'm doing the dishes, so I didn't catch it. I'll let it slide. Smart Spares, good episode, but the best ones in the season are still the Klingon one and Starbase 80. Klingon one, not so much. I think the best one, the other one, this is the best one. The second would probably be Starbase 80, and then the first episode. The Klingon one I wasn't the biggest fan of. It was good, don't get me wrong, but also wasn't the worst. But no, I mean, if you like Klingon stuff, the Klingon one's absolutely a good one. So I'm just not the biggest fan of just Klingon stuff. So opinions on Blue Moon. I have no idea what a blue moon is. Once in a blue moon, I get a question like that. What do you mean, blue moon? Fleet Power, and I had a bad run-in with him. LOL. Caught him in at a bad time, I guess. I also experienced Marina Sirtis. Dorney looked disgusted with her during the panel. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I've had interactions with pretty much all of them. I cannot stand Marina Sirtis. She's also a tryhard. Brent Spiner's, he's good. He's funny, but at the same time, he tries to be funny too much, and it gets a little old. LeVar Burton, I had 2 bad experiences with him, and then the third experience was fantastic. So, I haven't really talked to Michael Dorn. Jonathan Frakes, my encounters with him have been amazing. I haven't really talked to Patrick Stewart. Tasha Yar, I mean, Denise Crosby, I mean, I emceed a panel for her at London Comic Con. We were sitting on the stage together chatting. She's actually great. I didn't expect to like her necessarily going into that, but yeah, I'm a fan of hers now. She was very nice and very supportive during that whole thing. I was a little nervous at first, and she's like, you're gonna do fine, you're gonna do fine. And at the end, she like raised my hand and said, didn't you do a fantastic job? And she gave me a nice hug backstage and stuff, and she said I did really great. So yeah, I should just do a live talking about my interactions with Star Trek actors, because some of them are fantastic and you wouldn't expect it, and other ones you expect to be fantastic because you really like the character, but the actor, either you caught them on a bad day or they're just an asshole. There's a few. And I've got stories with almost all of them, and not just photo shoot stories. Like, anyway, it's that'd be an interesting live, but I wouldn't want that to kind of get out, because who knows if they catch wind of it and then I don't want to talk. I don't know. Troy maintains your number 1 TNG character, Donnie. Why? Her character is not even that great. I prefer her character 1,000-fold over the person, but over the actress. But I mean, I can see a couple of reasons that, you know, she's a good character, but Firestorm $2. LOL, can't be 5. But here's something. Sorry. Oh, no problem, Firestorm. Sorry for snapping. Just that when you've been doing this as long as I have, it just gets fucking annoying when people say that. Like, I hope you understand. But thank you. You didn't have to super chat, but I appreciate it. I think a lot of people are naturally funny, but ruin it by trying to be funny. Yeah. People said I love Gates, though. She was awesome. Can't say as I've ever had an interaction with Gates. Donnie, someone once said that it's okay to separate the characters from the actors and actresses. I strongly agree. I do too. Separate the art from the artist. But it's just disappointing sometimes when you've grown up with them and you think that they're like their character and they're not. Never meet your heroes, as the saying goes. And it's true. I mean, I've had 3 fantastic encounters with William Shatner. But then I hear, even from at the same convention, that he was rude to volunteers or dismissive or whatever. And you hear all these stories about how he acts. And but me personally, I've never had a bad encounter with Shatner. Had some really good, like, personal encounters with Shatner. That sounds dirtier than it should have. Funny interactions with William Shatner. Um, but I'm sure he meets you, says hello, and then forgets about you 10 seconds later. Because he's met a lot of people, so. Mulgrew is what you would expect, and that's awesome. Yeah. Chase is my favorite. Chase Masterson is a sweetheart. Such a great story about Chase Masterson in Vegas when I met her in 2013, before Trekyards even existed, when me and Sylvia were there. She's a wonderful human being. Fleetpaw shared the interview with Denise Crosby. Thank you. I guess that's your next mini book series, A Talk with the Stars of Trek. Smart Smears, I'm really surprised how late in the season the Harry Kim stuff is ending up being. Fully expected it to be episode 5 at the latest. No, as somebody mentioned earlier, I agree with them. I think he's going to be the big bad for the big bad opening dimensional rifts. And maybe not our Harry Kim, maybe one from another dimension. I don't know. But I think it's going to be either the last episode or episode 9, something like that. Trek or not, when a guy loves his pugs, he gets defensive. It's natural. Christopher Batto, Detmer, just leaving it at that. Oh, fuck me. I hate her character. And as for a human being, she barely qualifies. She is an awful person. If you know the story, you know the story. If you don't, I'm not going to get into it here because that'll just annoy me and piss me off. Though Bev is one of the few honorable mentions TNG characters in my honest opinion. Likewise, Data. If I had to pick a favorite TNG character, I think it would be Data. Followed by Riker. Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite though. Shatner was great with me, really nice and friendly, but I was thankful and not forward. Joseph Barbato, my one and only interaction with Shatner in 2004 was not good. He just seemed annoyed, like he didn't want to be there. I can guarantee it. I'm still happy to have met him and happy to have an autograph and photo op. Classic for real. There's another Trek YouTuber named Lore Runner. Also talks a lot of great experiences regarding Chase Masterson at conventions. Yeah. Fleet Pod, Doug Jones, great. Elias, Two Physicists, great. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Celia Rose Gooding, effing fantastic. 100% agree. She is a beautiful human being inside and out. Christina Chung, she's a doll. Absolutely agree. 1000%. She's amazing. Robin Curtis, love her. Yes. J.G. Hertzler, exactly what you'd expect. Yes. Stashwick, 100% grade A human. Yes, he is, but he's a little bit of a disappointment for me. Again, I've talked about that quite a bit. Seems like this needs to be alive. I just don't know if I want to do it. Talking about all these actor interactions. Shanna Sullivan, actually want to expand on that theory. Harry Kim stops the evil Harry and gets a promotion for his efforts. That's fantastic. I love that. Donnie, Doug Jones' portrayal of Saru remains among my favorite things I love best about Discovery. I'm thankful for you, Sam, and the entire Star Trek community. Thank you, Donnie, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Granite Men, $2. Captain Foley, my mother is a Foley from Newfoundland. Oh, really? Maybe we're related. I don't know. I don't know if I'm related to anybody from Newfoundland. Classic for real. One time I met Jonathan Frakes with a friend of mine who's an Iraqi war vet. He invited us to a personal one-on-one, really stand-up guy. Yeah. Also met Jill State, a really great, sweet person. Oh, I haven't met her, but I would love to. Firestorm, $2. What do you think it's next? It's next for Star Trek. Like, what I think is coming out next? Well, or the next step after all these shows. I don't know. But as it stands, 3 more episodes of Lower Decks. Then in January we get the Section 31 movie. Whoop-de fucking do. And then probably in March is when Strange New Worlds will start. And the Starfleet Academy show, I don't know. Could be next fall as a replacement for Lower Decks, because Lower Decks generally starts in like the fall, October, September. And I don't know how far along they are on filming of Starfleet Academy, but you know, Strange New Worlds is getting another season, and that's a good thing. So, Trek or not, who was the first actor or actress you met? Would have been James Doohan and Walter Koenig at one of the Toronto Treks back when I was like 14, something like that. Had them both sign my Star Trek technical manual. Can't say I remember a lot about the interaction. I do remember waiting in line. I remember Scotty or James Doohan, but I don't remember Walter, the interaction I had with him. But yeah, James Doohan was fantastic. And I remember right after getting my technical manual signed, going into the one dealer room, I'm looking for shirts with like a schematic of the Enterprise on it, or anything with like a schematic of the Enterprise, because I love the ships, right? So I wanted something, and I don't think I really found anything good. I did get a resin Star Trek 3 phaser that I assembled and painted myself, though, at that convention. I still have it. It's downstairs. Yeah. It's a deep cut. I should ask my brother about that because he went with me. Ilias is Lack from from Discovery Season 5. Oh, Locke. Oh yeah, he's a good guy. He's in a lot of video games and other shows as well. But yeah, looks a lot different without the makeup. Dave Hewlett is meant to be awesome. Grant McGregor, I keep forgetting that Gates McFadden worked on Labyrinth. So much energy. I kind of wish now she directed an episode or two. Yeah, she was the dance choreographer on Labyrinth. Her last name wasn't Gates. I think Gates is her stage name for acting. Don't know if it's a married name thing, but yeah, she's got a different last name, and she worked on Labyrinth. Firestorm, meaning a new series. I need a series like Generations or something. Oh, well, the next new series coming out would be Starfleet Academy. There is one in the works by Tawny Newsome, the actress that does Mariner. She's going to be doing like a live action half-hour Star Trek comedy show that's kind of set like on a vacation planet like Risa. I don't know what it's about. It was rumored and mentioned and said she signed the contract right before going on stage at New York Comic Con. So I don't know what that's going to be about or what it's going to be called. Haven't got any word on that yet, but Grant McGregor, yeah, I heard about a live action comedy show for Star Trek. I don't know. Yeah. Classic for real, $5. Use this and the previous super chats to get a Blue Moon next time you're at a pub or bar. Oh, Blue Moon beer. Yeah, I've seen it. I've never tried it. So I will definitely do that, Classic for real. I'll let you know. Granite Man, $2. Anson Mount, perfect pike, deserves better. Anson Mount. He's an interesting person. That's what I can say. Had a few interactions with him. He doesn't seem to understand the fandom or the convention scene. Again, I don't want to get into it. The last interaction Sam and I had with him was in Vegas. this year. And it started off very weird and standoffish, and then he kind of realized who we were, and he gave us his business card and told us to contact his agent or his secretary, whatever he said, I can't remember, in January to set up maybe possibly doing coming on the show. But at first he just came off as a little weird until he realized that we were on YouTube, like in the social media landscape, and then he kind of changed. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Could be a bad thing because it's about promotion. I love Captain Pike. I love his portrayal of Pike. I just don't know about the person. And I've had only 2 interactions with him. So, Trek or not, who was the first '90s era Trek actor you met? First '90s era Trek actor. I have no idea. Okay, I don't know. Sorry. Gates. Real name is Cheryl. Grant McGregor. If you see behind the scenes to the movie, she's also directing the Goblins How to March and Attack, as well as help direct the baby. Yes, I did. I have seen the behind the scenes of that. Granite Man, $2. Anson Mount, Perfect Pike deserves better. Plots. No, I think the character's got a lot of really good stuff that he's done in Strange New Worlds. He was sidelined for a little bit, but that's because his wife in real life had a kid, so he was there but not. So yeah, he could have had better storylines, sure, but I see what you mean. But Shauna Sullivan, back in the day, she did choreography under Cheryl and acting under Gates. Okay. Anson is eccentric, but cool character. Eccentric's a word, yeah. Joseph says, so I met Anson Mount at New York Comic Con right after the pandemic. So any weirdness, I chalked it up to the pandemic. It's not that. Sean O'Sullivan, did you see Anson's audition tapes for Lorca? He put it up on Blue Sky yesterday. I did not see that. That sounds interesting. Fleetpaw, Anson Mount, he's into throwing pottery. Shoved off a few of his pieces during the panel. Showed off a few of his pieces. Nice. Firestorm, that Millennium Falcon behind you, how is that mounted right now? It's not mounted, it's just resting. I painted that 30 years ago. It's just resting there. It's on a old clear acrylic thing that's raised it up a bit, and it's just resting there. So Trek or not, first '90s for me was Nana and Renee. Sean Sullivan, the Falcon is held up using an Anson mount. That's fucking funny. Donnie, I'm not leaving X for good, but I want Blue Sky. Cool. Yeah. I need to do a Trekyards Blue Sky account. That's what I need to do. Anyway, I'm going to call this live done. I thank you all for joining me. Like I said, tune in tomorrow. Our edited review will be in the afternoon, early afternoon, and then, of course, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us here as well for a complete breakdown review, scene by scene, of this episode, as we discuss one of the, if not the best episode of this season. Should be fun time for everybody. Plus, all of our content this weekend. We have episode coming out on Saturday, as we have for 10 years. Every Saturday for 10 years, we've had a show. And on Sunday, we also have something for you guys. So check that out as well. And of course, join us next week for all the lives we do. But anyway, yes, thank you to everybody that joined me here tonight. I appreciate you all. This was a good log, better than Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, thank you, please. Or thank you, Classic Crew. Later, masturbators. Anyway, yeah, so join us tomorrow, and thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good night and a good Thanksgiving, and be safe out there, guys. Till next time, that is not me farting. That is my pugs. See you guys later. Have a good night.